All right, with some slight field maintenance out of the way, Red Alliance, are you ready? Yeah! Like the energy, can you match it? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Yeah! I think they matched it. Can the referees match it? No, no, they can't. All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 1727 and moving it quickly forward and shimming a little in place. Meanwhile, 9080S has grabbed their alliance goal and tries to grab onto the short neutral goal, but misses it. Almost a handoff between the Blue Alliance robots with that goal. Autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance and a win point. We're going to switch to driver op in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, some clicking over here from the some of these robots now as they're springing to life. 9080S has grabbed that neutral goal that they tried to get during autonomous. Meanwhile, 1727N is trying to go for that tall goal, and they managed to grab it and have spilled it over onto their side of the field. While they have also prepared a nice line of rings for one of their robots to score possibly later on. A bit of a melee going on as teams are knocking these goals out of the clutches of each other. Blue Alliance is trying to recover that blue goal that the Red Alliance has, and they're going for a level platform with that goal. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance is still going around. They are trying to maneuver themselves into place over in the near corner, I believe. While it seems like the Blue Alliance was momentarily stuck on the Robo Runners' robot, but they have now gotten themselves free. We're now in a few remaining seconds, approaching the final 30 seconds, I should say. Blue Alliance puts up one of their goals up onto the platform, while the Red Alliance does the same with theirs. They've been holding on to them all this time. Blue Alliance is going to go for a second one up onto their platform, while a lot of defense still going on over here. Seems like 1727 almost got stuck on one of the rings over here. They're trying to go and retrieve their goal over here on the red side field, but they want to be careful not to touch that red platform in any way or anything touching it. Meanwhile, we're in the final moments of this match. So, we're going to let the referees take a look at this match now and go back over to the Solars Point field. All right, back over here on the Solars Point field on the Red Alliance, we have Supersonic Sparks Team 24K and their alliance partner from Loyola Blakefield, 7135E, Loyola Robotics. Facing off against them, we have Team 1727C, Rex, teamed up with 63788A, the Tech High Hunters. You all excited for your first match today? Ezra, you've been excited all week. All right, so the refs seem to be finishing up over there, so in a few moments we're going to go ahead and get this match started. All right, we're going to go ahead and get things rolling. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Love the enthusiasm. We got our referees. They are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. 24K immediately going for it, but just missing that tall middle goal, as well as 1727 misses their goal as well. But the Blue Alliance, this is Tech High Hunters, managed to secure one of the neutral goals. So Thomas is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start driver operated in 3, 2, 1, go. There we are. A little bit of a delayed start, but here we go. Immediately 3 robots all going for that tall neutral goal, and it's been toppled over. Well, Loyola seems to have gotten themselves trapped between these tall goals, and the Blue Alliance has quickly stolen that neutral goal, that yellow goal that Loyola was trying to take. On the far side of the field, Sparks and Tech High seem to be duking out over a mobile goal of their own as well. So on each side of this field, it seems to be a bit of a one-on-one battle between the alliances. Well, it seemed like Tech High was stuck on a ring, but they seem to have full range of their mobility. 1727C playing a lot of defense, preventing Loyola from grabbing this yellow goal over here at my feet. And their alliance partner, Tech High, seems to abandon the struggle on the other side of the field. They're going to try and grab this tall goal from the far side of the red side of the field and move it over, while 1727 has gone over and is going to steal one of the Red Alliance's goals and topples it over, but it's probably not going to stay that way for long. At least they're making it more difficult for the Red Alliance to pull it over to their side of the field as they attempt to grab one of the yellow goals. We're now in the final 30 seconds of this match, and this could still go either way. It seems like Tech High and Loyola have been caught on each other. There's intake devices. Loyola going over and trying to put a platform up onto, or a goal up onto their platform, while 1727C has managed to grab and pull one of the goals over with a lot of clicking going on as we're over in the far side of, or the end of this match.
Hello, check 1. Check 1, check 1, check 1.
All right. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Yeah. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. It seems a little wispier, kind of. That. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a little better. Oh, cut out for a moment. I can't move. All right, over here for qualification match 5, on the Red Alliance, we have Calvert Hall's 5588E and North High Hub's 9946B. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, we have 9080R, the Rebel, and their alliance partner, also part of the North High Hubs, 9946A. All right. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, a little bit of contestation for that far yellow goal, but the Blue Alliance manages to pull it away and drag it over to their side of the field. A little bit of confusion. It seems like part of the autonomous didn't go as planned, but it seems that the autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start the driver operated period in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 9080 are going ahead and picking up that alliance goal that they've got, while their alliance partner also pulls it a little over and puts it into the corner as a yellow goal gets put up onto the blue platform. The red alliance takes the 2 remaining yellow goals over to their side of the field, and the blue alliance in turn steals one of the yellow, or not the yellow, the red alliance's robots. They want to make sure that it is not, well, they've put that goal under them themselves, so they will not face any repercussions from that. Meanwhile, almost stoppage, but so far there's a lot of pushing back and forth over here in the red close corner. 98 are trying to get hold of one of these yellow goals over here in the red corner, and they have to get around. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance's Kyle Hallbot is still parading around that yellow goal. Inexplicably put it down on the ground right there. As the yellow goal gets pushed over to the blue side of the field, we're approaching the final, almost at the 30-second mark of this match, as the Red Alliance puts a yellow goal up onto their platform, and it is level with a raised goal. Blue Alliance is also going to put one over there, but that platform is not going to be level because of that red goal underneath of it. Now the Red Alliance is going to go ahead and put up a second goal up onto their platform, while the Tech High Hubs pushes the tall goal over to their side of the field, but it seems like they're dragging a chain behind them now. So we're in the final few seconds. Blue Alliance is trying to grab that red goal, but too little too late. We'll see how the results of this match pan out.
Hello, check 1.
And ooh. Test, 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 test. Ah. Test, test, test. Ooh, I think you got that there. Yeah, so let's... Little echoey. Quick announcement. The concession stand is now open. As I was saying, concessions is open for those of you who have pre-ordered pizzas so that you can pay, or so that you can go ahead and pre-order pizza and make your payments now. Now back over here on the Solace Point field, we have a very colorful robot on the Red Alliance with Team 5770, the Lady Beast. And their alliance partner from Hereford High School, 929S. A lot of support coming from the crowd for the Red Alliance. Over on the blue side of the field, we also have from Hereford High School, 929N, and their alliance partner, the Calvert Hall Robotics, 5588T. A little bit of maintenance. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? Yeah. All right, Blue Alliance, are you ready? Bulls, you need one less person. All right, referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, they triggered the wrong field. This is Q6. Yeah. that was actually a little important. There we go. Now we're on qualification 6. All right. So once again, Red Alliance is ready. Our Blue Alliance is ready. Our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. There we are. Successful autonomous period with the Red Alliance going and snagging 2 of the yellow goes over to their side of the field, whilst 929 ends moves their goal. An attempt for the tall goal was made, but comes back empty-handed. But the autonomous is going to go to the Red Alliance. We're going to yeah, red, because they got brought 2 goals over. Breaking the plane. Yeah. So we're going to start the driver up period now in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, immediately Blue Alliance goes and retrieves one of those yellow goals, bringing it over to their side of the field, while the Lady Beasts go and take control of that tall yellow goal as their alliance partner puts one of the red goals up onto their platform, and the Blue Alliance is stealing the other red goal. Meanwhile, it seems like Calvert Hall might be having some control issues, as 929S is going and stealing that, or trying to steal that blue goal from the platform. A little bit of friendly fire over here by the Red Alliance as they drive into one another. The Lady Beasts are going out and trying to grab hold of that blue goal over in the blue side of the field. Oh, but Calvert Hall is now up in action, and they have joined the fray with still a minute left in this match. 2 goals up on the red team's platform as there is Calvert Hall goes, trying to destabilize it and unbalance them. First unsuccessfully. Curiously, those goals are staying firmly in place despite Calvert Hall's efforts to bring them down to the ground. And now they're getting some defense played on them by 929S as we are now in the final 30 seconds of the match. Seems like with 5 goals over on the red side of the field and 2 goals, seems like there's a bit of advantage for the red for the time being. And the Red Alliance seems to just be biding its time in these final few seconds of this match. Blue Alliance seems to be communicating to try to go for a potential robot platform, because a robot on the platform is worth more than a goal on a platform. So we'll see how this match score proceeds.
All right, man, a lot up on the ramp over there at the Scholars Point. I'm over on the Dundalk field, and sounds like the microphone's working okay so far. Thanks, you guys. So while we're waiting on our referees heading over. On the Red Alliance, we have 5839X and 341A. And on the Blue Alliance, we have 1893C and 5839D. Okay, Blue Alliance, are you ready? And Red Alliance, are you ready? Referees ready? Timer, are you ready? Okay, we're going to start the match in 3, 2, 1. Thanks. All right, there's our autonomous. And red wins autonomous with an actual up. All right, so we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, we got some big arms on this side. On both sides, red and blue. They both have a neutral goal. There goes another neutral goal. So 5839X is possessing two goals. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, Blue Alliance has a nice setup with picking up the rings. A lot of rings on the 1893 robot. Playing some defense. There's a 1 count on a pin, and they backed away. So now red is deciding to put one on there with 48 seconds to go. And we could see we've got 3 over on that side. Blue goes over to their platform, and they're going to drop that tall tree neutral goal, and it rolls around, and it's staying balanced. Barely staying balanced, and here they come. They're going to see if they can balance it out. There they go. There's some clicking. Sometimes that's the gears. They're hitting kind of the limit on their gear setup. There's another neutral goal on the platform for red. And we're heading into 2-1. And that is match number 7. Back over to Mr. Patrick.
Thank you, Chris. Over here on the Solars Point field for our qualification match 8 on the Red Alliance, we have 1727Z Rex teamed up with 97963A, the JC Patriots. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, we have Team Area 53B and 96807D BHS4 for Boonesboro High School. Digging the dune buggy design. For right now, we still have to wait for our referees to make their way over. Seems like there were a lot of rings scored over there. All right. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, referees are ready. We're going to start this match in 3, 2, 1, go. The JC Patriots and 53B doing a little bit of tug of war at the start of this match. Neither of them letting go and such. I think that's just going to be our autonomous. And autonomous is going to go to the Red Alliance because that yellow goal has broken the plane. I'll agree with you. That was a good start. Let's see if it continues in driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, immediately these robots are going to go ahead and get things started here. Things are shaking up over here on the red side of the field as there are immediately goals being put everywhere. And We got multiple goals being toppled over. Meanwhile, JC Patriots has been going around putting rings up onto their alliance goal, while 1727Z is trying to intake multiple goals themselves. They're going around trying to get to some of these goals that have been sequestered over here on the blue side of the field. This toppled over yellow goal seems to be getting in the way of all these robots over here for the time being. So the Red Alliance has already managed to put a load of rings up onto their alliance goal, but that goal gets toppled over and all those rings come spilling off. 1727 goes ahead and pushes that red goal back over into their side of the field while their alliance partners restoring rings up onto another goal. Meanwhile, it seems like 53B is stuck on some rings over here in their close corner. They're trying to get a hold of this yellow goal, but their wheels are just freely spinning, not making contact with the ground. JC Patriots going for the platform level, and they've brought 2 goals up there with them and giving them a nice, pretty score as we're in the final 10 seconds of this match. BHS Ford just flips a goal over themselves as we come to an end for this 8th match of today. And we'll go back over to the Dundalk field with Mr. Putnam.
All right. We're over on this side, and we're looking at, we got Boonesboro High School, 96807D. Wait 1 second. Not in a while, but all right, over here, our referees are heading over. We've got 96807A on the Red Alliance from Boonesboro High School, 41001M Red Alliance, and we'll take a look at the Blue Alliance once the match starts. So we've got Blue Alliance, are you ready? Yes. Red Alliance, are you ready? All right, checking with our timers. Ready? We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got 2 robots running a program, and we've got a 3rd robot here running a program here on the Red Alliance. And there's the scoring. We've got a ring and a goal. So is it blue? All right, blue takes autonomous with the ring. And so now we're ready. We're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. Right, all 4 robots off and running. Red Alliance quickly goes out after the neutral goal, and they grab their red goal right off of the ramp. So they're possessing 2 goals right now, moving around the field. All right, and just like the previous match, a lot of action in front of the red ramp. And they're pushing around that neutral tree. And by the way, over on the Blue Alliance, we have Calvert Hall 5588A and Loyola Team 7135W. And this is match 9 we're in. And we've got 50 seconds left. We've got 2 goals up on the blue ramp. The red ramp, they're having a tough time. That neutral goal is kind of right in front of the ramp. Blue Alliance going for a neutral, trying to keep it balanced. Let's see how they do. And there it is there. And there's 30 seconds left in our match 9. Red is working on trying to get a a red goal up on the ramp with 14 seconds. Loyola is just resting up, playing a little defense, staying in front. Red is trying to even the score, and there's the time. All right, back over to Patrick and Solars Field.
Yep, so over here on the Solars Point field, we're going to introduce our teams for qualification match 10. Over on the Red Alliance, we have team 1893B, the Baltimore Polytech Institute, and their alliance partner 9080H, the Green Machine. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, we have Loyola Robotics 7135C, and their alliance partner 6484OC, the Robo Barons. All right, we've got one ref trickling over here. All right, seems like we've got the remainder of our refs. So, a few questions we need to ask first. Red Alliance, are you ready? Always call out your own team. Hey, at least you guys were honest. All right. Now ready? All right. Blue Alliance. All right. Now, Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, both of the Blue Alliance robots going forward and grabbing onto 2 of the yellow goals. They miss that blue goal and, as a result, drop some rings up down onto the ground. But I believe this autonomous spirit is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, immediately, 98H goes and grabs onto their goal, going ahead and put it up onto their platform, while 1893B has brought up their goal up and has it just kind of nestled up into their robot. Well, 7135C seems to be gobbling up rings over in the front of the field, trying to score them onto that blue goal there, while their alliance partner, Robo Barons, is doing just the same. Only 1, 2 have missed so far, but the vast majority have made it onto that goal as they're hulking around. Each of them are hulking around with 2 of the yellow goals. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance has put up a second goal over onto their platform, and it does successfully remain balanced as they go ahead and push back the Blue Alliance away from their side of the field. They don't want the Blue Alliance ruining that good thing that they've got going over there. Meanwhile, Robo Barons has dropped the yellow goal that they had to hold on, and Poly seems to be trying to bring that over to their side of the field. They're trying to get their chassis hooked onto that Y portion of the post, and there's still a lot of back and forth going over there between Loyal and the Rebel. It seems like they're telling Red Alliance is telling their alliance partner to not move. But they managed to seem to get a clean getaway in the time being, as we're in the final couple seconds of this match with just over 10 seconds remaining. The Blue Alliance puts up a goal with some rings up onto their platform. They let some, and they're just holding on to their goals. So, that brings this match to its conclusion.
All right, over here on the Dundalk field. Just a reminder, you guys in the audience and teams waiting and stuff, we weren't able to live stream this, but we are recording it. We are recording it, and what we'll do is at lunchtime, we're going to upload this video for all the matches this morning. And then after lunch, we'll record the rest, of course, and upload that. So you'll be able to rewatch any of the matches if you want to. All right, so starting over on the blue field, we have two Delaney teams. We have 1727A and M. And over on the red side, we have Hereford Zone Robotics 929R and Boonesboro High School BHS 3, team number 96807C, all the way from Boonesboro, Maryland. All right, Blue Alliance, are you ready? Yes. Red Alliance, are you ready? Yeah. All right, some spirit there. We're going to start the autonomous in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh, that was a quick move from the yellow robot. Quick move from the Red Alliance. They grabbed that very fast, but it looks like the blue side had a few more points there. So blue wins autonomous, and we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got some fast robots on the Red Alliance. They're coming right out. They're looking to drag and move for points. Blue Alliance. They've already got two possessed. 1727A is pulling 2 over to their side. Right now, they're back in the neutral, and 9807C, they're playing defense. All right, we're heading into 1 minute left. Nothing on the platforms yet. So we have the really fast red robot moving around from 929R. Playing some defense, getting in the way, causing some chaos. We're heading into 30 seconds left. There's the 30 seconds. And let's see what happens, if there's any change in strategy. They're still playing a lot of defense. Blue gets 2 on the goal, but now it's not balanced. Still some more defense with red and blue out in the middle in the neutral zone. There was a pin between the 2 robots, and there's the time. All right, looks like 3 goals on each side. Let's head back over to Patrick over on Solars.
over here on the Solars Point field. On the Red Alliance, we have team 21-7A Mantis and their alliance partner Area 53A facing off against the Blue Alliance's 1893A Baltimore Polytechnic Institute and also Area 53E.
Hey, just a quick announcement. 1 o'clock, all your interviews with the judges should be done by 1 o'clock. We'll announce that in the cafeteria.
All right, so a few minor touch-ups on the field. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Our referees are ready, so we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. A53E manages to snag out the yellow goal from their sister team, Area 53A, and a failed attempt to bring in one of the other yellow goals over. So this autonomous period is going to go to the Blue Alliance for bringing that yellow goal over. We're going to start driver operated in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Mantis immediately going over and grabbing hold of that tall yellow goal, while their alliance partner has picked up another one of their red goal and has started going and putting rings up onto it. Few are missing so far, but they're getting a few reliably in it. While 53E is trying to get a hold of a neutral goal of their own as they're doing the same exact thing, rolling around and picking up those rings to score. They're worth a lot more points if they're on the post as opposed to being in the dish, and that can make the difference later on in these matches. Meanwhile, their alliance on the far side of the field at 1893A seems to be trying to go for potentially an early platform, while 53A is trying to grab hold of the goals that it's gotten for themselves and is able to successfully pull one away, and immediately Poly goes on the offensive to reclaim that goal that they've placed out, and they try to put the goal up onto the corners, but it falls back into the field. 53EA now going over and picking up the goal. They're going to go for a platform climb now that we're in the final 30 seconds of the match. They don't seem to be able to quite got it. It seems like that ring underneath is preventing them from doing so. You know, on the Blue Alliance, they seem to be trying to aim for the same thing as well, going over, trying to not go for a platform climb. We've got 10 seconds left. 53A is going up, and 53E is attempting to go up, so this might have a robot on both sides of the field, balanced at the end of the match. This match will be a close match, and the rings are probably going to be important. Back over to the Dundalk field.
All right. All right. As they finish up over there on the Solars field, I'm going to, with my microphone, attempt to talk here. So we're into match 13 coming up over here on the Dundalk field. And the Blue Alliance, we have the Lady Beasts Baltimore Leadership School for Young Women, 5770A. And they're paired up this time with Robo Knights, Baltimore City College, 79666E. The Blue Alliance. Across from the Red Alliance. Closest to me right now is 929 Victory, 929V, Hereford's Own Robotics, and 8612A, the Full Metal Panthers, the Reach Partnership School. So red versus blue, match 13. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Are you ready, blue? All right. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? All right, they gave me the thumbs. So timer, we're gonna start our match in 3, 2, 1. And there goes Autonomous. We had 3 robots moving. And we've got a little tug of war there at the neutral zone line. And they both kind of stopped there. We'll have to see how that scored. And there we go with the fourth, with the other Red Alliance just pulled one back. It might not quite be over in their zone though. We'll have to see how they score that. And looks like red gets the bonus, so we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. Thanks, Kim. So all the robots are running around. 5770A has an awesome light show going on, the Lady Beasts. That really looks cool. And meanwhile, their robot works. It doesn't just look pretty. So they're moving over those neutral goals over to their zone. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance is tug-of-warring right now. Let's see what's happening there. They both drop it. Red goes and grabs it. And we'll see what's happening with that. And they get us. And red puts the first one up on the platform in match number 13. A little bit of pushing and shoving. And there goes the Lady Beast bringing over that red goal. So there's a defensive move. 929V going after the second neutral goal, and it's up on the platform. And then we have the other Red Alliance robot. The Full Metal Panthers are bringing back their red goal back to their side. Blue is not happy with that. They're going to see if they can do something about that. And we've got 23 seconds left. Last 20 seconds. And the Blue Alliance is working on a second blue goal to go on there up on top with 8 seconds left. Let's see if they can bounce that up. Red does a little victory dance, and we'll see how they score that. Good match, good match. So we'll take it over to match 14 over with Patrick.
All right, over here for match 14 on the Red Alliance, we have 5525A, the Patuxent Panthers, and their alliance partner 9080R, the Rebel. Facing off against them, we have 97963A, the JC Patriots, and Area 53C. Oh, and look at that, we've got refs already. All right. Red Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance. Hey, okay. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Referees are ready and now off the field. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Blue Alliance manages to snag both of those yellow goals from the Red Alliance as they both go over for second part. The JC Patriots managed to put 3 rings around their goal post. The Red Alliance also does the same, but the autonomous bonus is going to go to the Blue Alliance. And we're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, immediately, everyone goes to the far side of field away from me as we've got 3 robots currently, or well, no longer currently, that we're holding 2 goals apiece. Meanwhile, 5525A is going to go trying to play some defense over on the Blue Alliance. They haven't snagged up any goals yet. Meanwhile, JC Patriots seem to be trying to go for these rings that are down by their side of the field. And Area 53 seems to just be biding their time in that corner while the Red Alliance seem to be trying to grab and take away that goal that they have raised up high. A little bit of repeated tug of war going on as the Blue Alliance is playing keep away with the Red Alliance. And they almost get tipped over. They manage to right themselves, and they finally wrest that yellow goal free from Area 53. Meanwhile, the Patuxent Panthers are trying to wrestle with this tall neutral goal over here on the red side of the field, getting it into position. And they've now joined the fray over here on the blue side of the field, trying to get that blue goal. And they notch it over onto their side of the field. Within the final 30 seconds of this match, JC Patriots going for the platform level as they delicately successfully balance themselves as the Red Alliance is going over now, putting up those goals that they've gotten up onto their side of the field. Seems like the Panthers are going to go try for a level as well. This will be interesting as we have only a few seconds left in this match. And just in time, they managed to get that balance as we were all collectively holding our breaths. This match will come down. I can imagine it coming down to those rings that have been scored on these goals. So while we're waiting for those results, let's go back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're over here. Thank you, Patrick. So we're over here at match 15, and we're on the Red Alliance. We've got 2 Calvert Hall teams. We'll come back to them in a minute. We'll start with the Blue Alliance because we have to start with blue. So Tech High Hunters, Hagerstown, Maryland, 637888A. They're the Blue Alliance. And also Eastern Tech High School, 5839A. 5839D, I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. And that's what my microphone is having. And they're on the Red Alliance. 1727M is Rex Delaney. And over on the Red Alliance, we have our 2 Calvert Hall teams, 5588T and 5588C. So again, that's Eastern Tech, the X team, 5839X on the Blue Alliance. And they have the scary robot with a small doll. It's kind of scary. But you know what? Mr. Hogue, he likes that stuff. And he found the right students. So they all have a great time with that. Hey, again, while we're waiting, we're recording all of our morning matches. And if you go on our event page, you'll see where to find them. So if you go on the event page, go to robotevents.com, go on the event page, and you click the webcast tab, and that'll give you the link. It's the name of the YouTube channel is Maryland Robotics. And we'll be posting that first recording at lunchtime, and then again after the event's over, we'll post all the matches after lunch, as well as the award ceremony. So if you have somebody in your group and we hope you win, you can show part of that if you want to, or record it, and use that for your end of the season party or your fundraiser. All right, we're ready over here. Do we have enough referees? Well, wait a second. All right, so Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right. And Red Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what kind of autonomous we're looking at. There goes C, there goes the Blue Alliance. 63788A. Gets a yellow goal in their position over the line. And we're just checking something on the C robot to see what they have. They've got a bunch of rings and 2 goals there. Question is if it's over the line. And so red gets the bonus. And we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. Did you find her? Okay. Oh, thanks. Okay. What did it say? To order? All right, let's check out our match. We've got a minute 15 left, and right now C is gobbling up the rings during with a match load. So you're able to take your match load rings, and you're allowed to set them on the floor right in front of you on the field, and they have them to grab those up. Meanwhile, Blue is really working fast. They got a goal up on top. And Blue is going after a second goal, looking for 2 to possess. So they've got their 2. Meanwhile, the C team over at Red Alliance is working on possessing 3 maybe. Looks like they're going to set one down for now. They're going to grab that neutral goal. 5839X, Eastern Tech. They're working on, they've got 2 now in their possession. And they're going over to theirs to score with 16 seconds left. So there we go. C is trying to balance. They just drove right up the ramp. They're working on scoring all their goals there that they have. And it looks like they have 3 goals in their possession. They got it balanced. Just in time. Just in time. It looks like to me unofficially. And so the referees are going to check that out. Meanwhile, Blues did a great job in scoring several goals on their side. All right, the referees are going to need to count some rings up, and we'll send it over to Mr. Patrick.
All right, we're going to introduce our teams for our next match over here on the Solace Point field. On the Red Alliance, we have from Loyola Robotics Team 7135W, and from Boonesboro High School, we have 9687D. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance from Poly, we have 1893B, and their alliance partner, 9080S, the Rebellious Misfits. Oh, and the refs seem to have snuck up on me. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right. Referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Some movement from the Red Alliance and some slight movement over on the red side, a few clicks. And that's going to be that for that autonomous period. I believe autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance for that ring being scored. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Rebellious Misfits going over and grabbing one of the yellow goals, putting it immediately up onto their platform as their alliance partners. There's some communication going on saying that they're setting themselves up to put more up. Want to be careful over here with that tall yellow tower going over and nearly falling into a cable. But there's quite a bit of action going over here on the blue side of the field as the Red Alliance is trying to get into the way of the Blue Alliance, trying to steal away those goals that they've sequestered over there in that corner. 7135W managing to take both a yellow goal and one of their alliance goals. They seem to be having some trouble over there. A lot of defense being played on them. Seems like they're getting pushed by their own alliance partner to help move them forward a little bit more. Meanwhile, the Red Misfits going over to put up another goal as the Red Alliance topples over the goals that they had already put up onto their platform. Loyal Robotics seems to be trying to push up 4 goals in total up onto the platform with some marginal success, but they're adamant about that as we're in the final 15 seconds of this match. 9080S is trying to go up its platform as well with teamwork from Poly, and they managed to land the level platform as well, as the Red Alliance is almost there as well, but too little too late. A lot of teamwork happening as each of these alliances were having their alliance partner help the other robot push themselves up the platform. That was a bit of neck and neck there at the end. Let's see if our next qualification match sees the same.
All right, I hope so. That was exciting. So over here, we've got match 17 on the Dundalk field, and on the Blue Alliance, we have another Calvert Hall team, the V team, V for Victory, 55, and the Delaney High School team, 1727M. And then over on the Blue Alliance, we have an Eastern Tech team, the D team, Delta, 5839D, and another Delaney team, 1727C. On the Red Alliance. All right, everybody looks ready. Blue, are you ready? Yes. Red, are you ready? Red is ready as is. So Kim will start this match in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and we had a sprint to the middle neutral goal, and the red team pulls it away, 1727C. We've seen a lot faster autonomouses as the season progresses. We're checking on who won that. What's that? Red Alliance wins. The autonomous, we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. So it's the same game. You can see that there's so many different solutions to the same problem, the same limitations, size limits, number of motors, possible use of pneumatics like we have on the 5588V team. And then we have so many different configurations, bases. And right now, Blue team is working on what they're going to do, where they're going to put one up with a minute to go, with a ring in it. Looks like some of the rubber bands came a little loose. It's working though. Blue team playing a little defense. All right, we got 45 seconds. We had a little countdown on a pin in the corner. Blue is working on a neutral goal up in the corner. They're going to bring it over to their side. The Rex team M. And there's our 30-second reminder. And right now, over on the blue side, it looks like 4, 5 different goals over on that side. And V is going for another one up top. There we go. There's a little push out of the way from the Blue Alliance. There's a little pin count of 2. And we're looking at 2, 1. All right, good match. Blue thinks they won, and the referees will double check that, and we'll find out soon. All right, back over to Solars and Mr. Patrick.
All right, over here for our next match on the Red Alliance, we have a team consisting of Mantis and Area 53D facing off against the Green Machine 9080H and 1727Z Rex. joined by some of the refs. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right. Green Machine, you all good? 1 second. Got to get those preloads in. All right, all set? All right, our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. And some robots going for it, and the Blue Alliance manages to snag that tall neutral goal. An unusual 3 robots going for that center goal. Autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. Immediately, 1727Z has started zipping around. They've grabbed and moved one of the yellow goals, while the 53D has taken one of the goals over to their side of the field as well. 53D now going and taking hold of one of the Blue Alliance's goals, trying to put it over onto their side of the field, while 1727Z steals that yellow goal and quickly relocates it over to the middle of the field, but then picks it back up as they take that blue goal back. And at this point, it seems like all the goals are relatively in either possession of the blue team or on the blue side of the field. 53D, the Red Alliance bots do have hold of their goals as well, but they are not in any location where they are contributing any points. Now, 1727Z seems to be prepping themselves over onto the for their platform, while 9080H is putting rings down onto the field. 53D has, the Red Alliance has put the tall neutral goal down. It's hanging out towards me, but that's all right. We're in the final 30 seconds of this match. 53D going to put up their goal, but accidentally drop it before managing to get it up onto their platform. While Mantis seems to be having some difficulty making it their way, seems like they're having a little driver difficulty. Some teamwork going on with the Blue Alliance as the Green Machine is trying to lift up their side of the platform, but it seems like it got caught. We'll see how the results of this match pan out. So we'll head back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're back over here for match 20, 21, 18, 17. Missing a ring. Guys, make sure you're not, at the end of your match, make sure you're leaving all the parts here for us. We need the game pieces. So we're on match 19. And on the Blue Alliance, we have Hereford Zone Robotics 929V and 9946A North High Hubs from North Hager High School. And over on the Red Alliance, we have Baltimore Polytech Institute 1893C and Calvert Hall 888. All right, we have our referees here. So we're going to ask our Blue Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, you got to give me the thumbs up, guys, girls. Okay. And on the Red Alliance, are you ready? Okay, so we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, we have 3, 4, all robots have an autonomous running. V is going after 2 goals. They're still going with some rings. Red is going back out again with Calvert. And the time is up. So we'll see how they run it. And Red gets the autonomous bonus for Red. So we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got Red Alliance. They've got 2 possessed right there. Uh-oh. There was a tip over. So 1893, that's Baltimore Poly. They're putting one in a corner to keep it safe till later. And they're still possessing a neutral goal as they head back over to the blue side a little bit. So right now it looks like 9-4. Unfortunately, North High Hubs are tipped over right now. The other blue robot, 929V, is doing what they can. They're a little tug of war with Eastern Tech team. No, that's not Eastern Tech. I'm sorry. With the Baltimore Poly team, they both want that same goal. Meanwhile, the other Red Alliance partner has just scored one with the rings up top. So we've got 1 goal up on the platform for Red, and there we go with 2 goals up there. Now Blue's trying to get up on the board. They've got 1 up, and they're going to see if they can score another. 12 seconds left, and they're going to go after a second. Oh, and we had a tip over on the Red platform, and time is up. So we'll have to see how they score that out. All right, we're going to send it back over to Solers.
All right, over here on the Solars Point field, on the Red Alliance, we have Team 1727A and their alliance partner, Supersonic Sparks 24K, facing off against the Blue Alliance, consisting of 98719C, the Robotic Runners, and their partner, 8612A, Full Metal Panthers. Our referees are making their way over. All right. So to get things rolling, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Very, very subtle yes. I think that's the same energy that the referees are having. So we're going to go ahead and get Autonomous started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 24K shoots out one of their arms, but misses that middle goal, while 1727A goes ahead and grabs one of the yellow goals and brings it over. 24K throwing some rings onto the ground in defiance. I'd say Autonomous is going to go to the Red Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 24K going over and getting into position to grab onto that tall goal while 1727A goes and puts up a yellow goal up onto their platform while the robotic runners grab hold of not one, but they're going for a second goal as well. And 24K has put the tall goal over into the corner, and they're going to try and probably start getting hold of rings potentially soon. 1727A getting a second goal up onto their platform as they're jockeying around that the second of their alliance goals, while the Full Metal Panthers have managed to pull away the tall goal over to their side of the field. 1727A is going ahead and stealing one of the blue goals as well, as does the Blue Alliance steals back one of their goals back to their side of the field, as they're also pushing along a fair number of those rings that are getting in the way. 24K playing defense against the Panthers and outmaneuvering them in order to get to that tall goal over on the blue side of the field as we're approaching the final 30 seconds of this match. At this point, teams can no longer touch the platforms of their opponents. A little bit of a push match going on between 1727 and the Panthers, but they've moved away. 1727 going and grabs hold of that tall goal. 24K into a position to guard that one blue goal over on their side of the field as we're in the final 10 seconds of this match. 1727 going in a last-ditch effort to put up a third goal up onto their platform, but it doesn't look like they'll have the time to do so. But at a glance, this match seems to be in favor of the Red Alliance. We'll let the referees handle the scorekeeping as we go back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're up to match 21 over on the Dundalk side, and we'll talk about the teams once we get the match going. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Yeah. All right, 929R and Mervo Robotics. Over on the Red Alliance, are you ready? All right, Red Alliance is ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, we had really quick Red Alliance autonomous, and the Rex team, the B team on Rex grabs up 2. Red gets the autonomous, and we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. All right. The 711 robot of 1727R puts a neutral goal in the corner for safe storage. And they grabbed up a blue goal for defense, and they set it down there. Now they're going to grab the yellow and maybe do something else with it. Meanwhile, over on the other Red Alliance team, they've got 2 possessed. They've got a lot of rings in the mobile goal. And we're getting a little bit of a count there. R is doing a little bit of defense. They're getting a count. They're backing up. All right, Red's going after the ramp maybe, but we have 47 seconds left, so timing is everything. Meanwhile, Blue is working on a big tree over on that side. The Mustangs from Mergenthaler Vocational Tech, 41001M. They're working on a blue goal, see if they can score it on the platform. 929R is moving around, see where else they can cause some damage, or I should say cause chaos, not damage. All right, Red is seeing what they can do. There's 9 seconds left. They're trying to get up the ramp, maybe driving up the ramp. They do have 5 goals over on their side, so we'll have to see how that's scored. Speaking of scoring, you can check, again, the Vex Via app to see who actually won. As the announcers, we can't really give any judgment calls or say anything because we're not official. So they're counting that up. And another reminder, we're heading pretty much on schedule. We're up to match 22, which should have started at 10:24. We're not doing too bad, about 10 minutes behind. So I think lunch will be able to stay pretty much intact with our lunchtime schedule. We might run into it with one more match into our lunch schedule so that we can take the break effectively on time for everybody. Remember your interviews, 1 o'clock, the judges want to be all done with interviews, so you want to fit that in, get over to your judge team, robot, and your whole team so that you can answer and talk about your robot with the judges. All right, run right over to Patrick, thanks.
All right, over here for qualification match 22 on the Red Alliance, we have Team 929 and the Raging Bulls from Hereford High School, teamed up with Area 53B from Eleanor Roosevelt High School, and their opponents on the Blue Alliance are 341A, the Iron Eagles from Annapolis Area Christian School, teamed up with 53A, also from Eleanor Roosevelt High School. We've got some referees over here now, so Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, got our referees here, so we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, 53B immediately, quickly going forward and snagging that goal, as does 53A. 53A also manages to put a few rings up onto their goal, as does 929S. So this autonomous period is going to go to the Blue Alliance for those 2 rings in that Alliance goal. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. 99N immediately trying to go and manages to successfully knock over that yellow goal, stealing it away from 53E as 53A, as they go and try to pull away that toggle from their B team, but the B team successfully holds onto it as they swing it around in my face. 341, the Iron Eagles trying to pick up this blue goal right here, but seems like their intake is hitting a little too high on that goal, while Hereford is going and playing a lot of defense over on the 53A team as they're going around and just picking up these rings, putting them up onto that blue goal. We've got a multitude of goals over here on the ground in the red corner of the field. 53B is jockeying those 2 yellow goals around and trying to maneuver. Not sure where they're trying to get to. Blue Alliance man puts up one of the yellow goals up onto their platform as 99N is trying to pick up the red goal over on the far corner of the field. 53A is going for the blue goal over in the corner over here as we're in the final 30 seconds of this match. 53B grabs onto the red goal. And it seems like Hereford is going to go for the climb and successfully does so. 53B seems like they're going to try and put that tall goal up onto it. And there's some teamwork going on here to make sure that they have control, and they manage to nicely balance that tall goal up onto the platform, something that doesn't seem to get done all too often as we come to the conclusion of this match. So we'll make our way back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're over here with match 23. And we, on the Blue Alliance, we have the Robo Knight 79666A and Loyola 7135, the E team from Loyola Blakefield, Towson. And the Robo Knights are from Baltimore City College. All right, on the red side, we have 1893A Baltimore Polytech Institute in Baltimore and 96807C from Boonesboro High School, BHS 3 team. All right, I'm going to ask the big question. Blue team, are you ready? Blue Alliance, ready? We're getting thumbs up from blue, thank you. And Red Alliance, are you ready? Red is ready. Everybody's got safety glasses. And we're set. Everything good? Okay. All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Blue is pulling back one. Red is working on it. Let's see who got that one. Red Alliance gets the autonomous bonus. And we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. Start driver. Did driver start? Driver? Start driver. Oh, start driver in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Going after all the yellow neutral goals right away. And 1893 gets one up top. All right, that slid right off there for Red Alliance. But it's still 20 points. It's over on their side. Now they got another 40 up top. And it looks like it's not quite balanced yet. So let's see what's going on the blue side. They're working on some goals. They've got 2 goals on their side. Red is trying to make that change. 1893A just grabbed off another goal. So there's Poly. They've got 2 in their possession, and they're moving them back over to the red side with those. So they dropped the blue goals over there. And there's our 30-second time. Could be some problems, but we do have every goal on the red side, but there could be an issue there that they're going to have to talk about afterwards. And we've got 2 mobile goals underneath that ramp. We'll have to see what the referees have to decide with that match, so we'll wait and see what they do there. We're going to run it right back over to Sollers Point side.
So over here on the Sollers Point field for match 24 on the Red Alliance, we have from Loyola Blakefield Robotics, Team 7135C, and their alliance partner from Delaney High School, 1727D Rex. Their opponents on the Blue Alliance from Calvert Hall is Team 5588E, and from Hereford High School, 929S. Referees making their way over. And robots in the field. All set, Joseph? All right, since we are all here, Red Alliance, are you ready? How about now? All right. Good? All right. Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right. Our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Blue Alliance manages to take 2 of the yellow goals. 1727D scores some rings into their red goal, 2 of them. And so Thomas is going to go to red. We're going to start, or blue, sorry. I pointed to blue, but red goes to blue. We're going to start driver op in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 1727D maneuvering that goal around. Meanwhile, both the Blue Alliance partners are picking up and managing those 2 yellow goals, and it seems like they are trying to contest for that tall goal, but they managed to get themselves stuck on the rubber band of Loyola. And they managed to get themselves free. Loyola now going, maneuvering that tall goal, while 1727 is trying to retrieve some of the goals over from the blue side of the field and remove them from that scoring zone. 929S carrying 2 goals around. They've got one of the yellow ones and the blue ones in tow. They're going to go up and try to put one of them up onto the platform, but 1727 manages to push them out of the way off to the corner of their field. Loyola Robotics taking their time and putting rings up onto that one red goal that they've been maneuvering around. As we're approaching the final 30 seconds of this match, so at this point, we don't want to be. Teams are going to want to steer clear of platforms that are not their color. With a tall goal now falling nearly out of the field, Loyola Robotics going and putting up a second goal up onto their platform, while the blue, or a third goal up onto their platform, while the Blue Alliance has answered in kind with the same. Red Alliance has stolen one of the blue goals and put it in a dangerous position for the Blue Alliance to not go any further. So, with those rings, those could make an important aspect come into play for this match. So we'll let the referees go ahead and score this and return over to the Dundalk field.
Teams in the gym, just a reminder, you should not be walking out with our purple rings. We need them, obviously, for the next match and the next match. So don't walk out with any rings. We keep losing rings here. So I'll make an announcement in the cafeteria. Thank you.
All right, over here on the Dundalk field for qualification match 25. On the Red Alliance, we have Team Area 53E and their alliance partner 1727N facing off against 9946B, North High Hubs, and Boonesboro High School 9687A. Seems like the referees are still counting up and dealing with the scores over on the previous match, so we're going to take a brief moment here. All right, so our referees are here now. Red Alliance, are you ready? Quite ready. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Safety glasses. There you go. Our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Both the Red Bots immediately going forward and pulling those yellow goals over to their side of the field. But it seems like a bit of a autonomous misfire as the Red Alliance exclaims their misfortune as they just topple some rings onto the ground. But the autonomous bonus is going to go to the Red Alliance. So we're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Immediately there's some fighting between 53E and what was that? Boonsburg over the one of the yellow goals, while 1727N is going and goes around starting to pick up these rings as North Heights Subs is trying to play some defense on them and trying to get into their way and potentially knock that goal out of their clutches. Well, 1727N seems to be going over, not going to put up a goal up onto the platform right now, while their alliance partner 53E has nearly a full stack of rings up on their mobile goal, while Boonsboro High School seems to be immobile. I see some wheels spinning. Oh, they let go of that blue goal and they've managed to move their way out of there, as 53E has now decided to go up and park themselves up onto the red platform. 1727 and picking up more rings, stacking more rings up onto their goal. As we're in the final 30 seconds of this match, North Hub Heights going and trying to get up onto that platform. But at this point, the alliances don't seem to be interacting with each other much. There's no animosity going on right now between these two teams. And that's going to bring this match to a close. So we're going to go ahead and let the refs score this up as we return back over to the Dundalk field. All right, over here on the Solars Point field for the Red Alliance, we have 5839 Tech X and their alliance partner with their colorful robot 5770A, the Lady Beasts. And on the opposite side of the field, we have the JC Patriots teamed up with Calvert Hall's 5588V team. Oh, and I'm quickly followed by our referees, so Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to go ahead and start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, JC Patriots just a little faster than Eastern Tech over here as they snatch that yellow goal. But the Lady Beasts nearly grab that tall goal. But with 2 rings on a goal over here, Autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance. And we're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Eastern Tech X immediately grabs onto their colored goal, grabs onto one of the yellow goals, while the Lady Beasts go and play some defense on the Blue Alliance as they're deep into blue territory. They seem to be not responding. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the field, JC Patriots is going around picking up rings as they knock over the platform on the red side of the field, unleveling those 2 goals that they had already put up there. JC. Now, not much movement going on the Blue Alliance side of the field, too, as the... And the JC Patriots managed to get up onto the platform. Yes, they do. As we still have a little over 30 seconds left in this match. Eastern Tech has one goal still in their possession, while Calvert Hall is holding on to one of their own. At this point, Eastern Tech is the only robot still deciding to move around. They're going to try to go for a climb in a last-ditch effort to try and match the score of the Blue Alliance. It was a bold move, but it doesn't seem like they were able to push past those two goals that were already on the platform to prevent them from going up higher up as we come to the end of this match. All right, and now we are going to return back over to the Dundalk field. All right, to introduce our teams on the Red Alliance, we have 9946A, the North High Hubs, and their alliance partner, the Rebellious Misfits, 9080S. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, we've got Area 53D and their alliance partner, 6484OC, the Robo Barons. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? I see some safety goggles that need to be put down. There we go. We've got some referees. We're going to start the autonomous period in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Immediately, the Robo Barons go forward, grab one of the goals, as well as the Robo Misfits try to get one of those yellow goals, but don't quite line up quite right. The autonomous period is going to go to the Blue Alliance with that yellow goal and those two rings scored in. We're going to start the driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. Driver up and driver operated in 3, 2. Driver operated in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. So Rebellious Misfits go ahead, put a yellow goal up onto their platform, leveling it out, as they also go and take possession of the tall yellow goal. 53D going and picking up their own goal, de-scoring those two rings that were in it, but that won't specifically count against them as they go over and try and do successfully unlevel that red platform by making it rest on the red goal that is over on the near side. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance has been very busy. The Robo Barons have filled an entire goal up with those purple rings, and there are plenty more spilled all throughout the inside of their robots as they are jockeying for a position and continuing to pick up more rings. I don't think there's any more room to put rings on this goal. Meanwhile, 9946A is managing to get that red goal out of, or move out of the way of their alliance partner as they go and move that red goal out from underneath of their platform and place it up onto it with 3 goals up there now. The Blue Alliance is going to try to go for 3 goals potentially, but they seem to have abandoned that as they go and are going to put that yellow goal up onto the middle of the platform, but it's not quite level enough. We're going to see what happens. They're going to maybe let go in time. We're still just a second left, and they managed to get that goal up onto the platform. We'll see what the refs have to say about all that has been scored as we turn back over to the Sollers Point field. All All right, over here on the Solace Point field on the Red Alliance, we have Team 1727M Rex and their alliance partner 63788A, the Tech High Hunters, facing against 9687D, Boonesboro High School, and their alliance partner 79666E, the Robo Knights. And wow, these scorings are going real fast now because you're just falling right behind me. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Yeah. Enthusiastic. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Yeah. A little weirder enthusiasm, but I'll take it. Safety glasses. All right, our teams are ready. Our refs are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. 1727M going forward and snagging that yellow goal, as does their alliance partner. 2 yellow goals over on the red side of the field. As autonomous comes to the end, the autonomous bonus is going to go to the Red Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, immediately teams are going for that tall goal, which immediately topples down as it normally does. 1727M, it goes, places that yellow goal into the corner and takes hold of that blue goal as well. A little slow in the turning, but they've put that in the corner as well. It's where we have the Tech High Hunters playing defense against, is that the Robo Knights over there. There's a lot of back and forth fighting going on for those yellow goals over on the far side of the field. 1727M clamping down onto the pole of the yellow goal while trying to also grab their own red goal, but they decide to cut their losses, move that tall goal over to their side of the field. It's the most difficult to move around in the match. Their alliance partner goes and is attempting to retrieve that red goal as well. With a little under a minute left in the match, these goals are still moving left and right, back and forth across the field rather consistently. With Boonesboro High School going and stealing one of the yellow goals back from the red goal side of the field. But the Tech High Hunters are playing defense again in the way of that, as they've made them successfully made them drop it and return that goal back over to their side of the field. The Red Alliance currently has control of all of the neutral goals as well as their own goals, while the Blue Alliance just has their 2 blue goals over on their side of the field. As we're in the final 16 seconds of this match, playing a dicey game over here with a lot of defense going on around the red platform. 1727M going to put another goal up and successfully places it up onto the platform just in time for the end of the match. And congratulations going all around between these alliances. And we're going to return back over to...
All right, we're on match 29. Thank you, Patrick. And I still have the same microphone, so that's okay. All right, here we got the Blue Alliance ready to roll. Loyola Robotics and the Rebel from South Hagerstown. So we'll introduce them once we get the match going. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Checking connection there. Hopefully your robot works better than my microphone. Red Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance is ready. So we can start the match. Start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we've again got 5588C over on the Red Alliance, along with the Mustangs from Mergenthaler Vocational Tech. There's the bell there. They're just checking out exactly where they are on their home field line right there. And Blue did pull some back over on their side. And they got a whole bunch of rings over there. So on the Blue Alliance, that's 98R from the Rebel South Hagerstown. along with Loyola, the E-team 7135. So they're checking the number of rings, checking the goals, see what we have there. So the Rebel team is using a partner joystick, so they actually have 2 drivers for that robot. Red gets the autonomous. And we'll start driver in 3, 2, 1. So 9080R actually, and typically what happens when you have 2 drivers, one is typically driving the chassis or the base, and the other partner is working the arms of the robot. In this case, it looks like there's 2, they have a front and a back arm. Typically, you've got like a 4-bar on the front for 9080R, and then you have something else on the back there. They have a nice pickup mobile goal merged, so working really well with their ring pickup. Meanwhile, the C team over here, Calvert Hall, they're feeding their hungry robot with lots of rings in a row up on their tile next to the wall with all their match loads. So they got them in there. All right, red is figuring out a strategy. Blue is working on possessing several goals on their side, and now they're going to be the first one to put one up on a ramp. So there goes blue with a neutral goal up on the ramp. There's 40 points. And they also have 3 other goals on their end, so those are 20 points each right now. They're going to see if they can drive up with theirs. Meanwhile, the other blue robot is working on some defense with 10 seconds left. The C team is going to see if they can get all balanced. Looks like they're all balanced. And hopefully they have more points on their side. So we'll see what happens. And there's the bell. Again, you can, nice job. You can check VexVia to see the actual results of matches and the points. And you can click on ranks. You can click on more, and there's skills rankings as well on VexVia app if you want to. You can look on the screens behind us. And we'll send it over to Patrick.
All right, over here for our next qualification match 30 on the Red Alliance, we from Hereford High School, we have 929S and their alliance partner 1727A Rex facing off against Polytechnics at 1893B and Calvert Hall's 5588A. It seems like we're going to wait a bit because the refs seem to be occupied, so pop a squat and relax for a moment. You All right, we finally have our referees, and our robots are now powered back on. We already introduced our teams, so Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. 1727A going forward and snagging, but it's that yellow goal slips out as Hereford also grabs a yellow goal and brings it over to their side of the field. Blue Alliance scores 1 ring and goes for a goal that isn't there anymore. Autonomous is going to go to the Red Alliance, and we're going to start driver op in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Blue Alliance immediately going for that yellow goal, and Red Alliance tries to prevent that, but to no avail. Meanwhile, 1727A is going and trying to secure that tall mogul, but tips it over and has it hooked onto the far side perimeter of the platform as the Red Alliance goes over and demounts that blue goal that was balanced on the blue side of the field. Calvert Hall lugging around 2 of these neutral goals and guarding them. Meanwhile, 1893 is going over and pushing that all goal over to their side of the field, but 1727 is getting into their way. There seemed to be a brief hiccup in the action there. Hereford High is 29S going and picking up their goal and aiming to put it over onto their platform potentially, as 5588A still managing those 2 yellow goals, and they're aiming to put it onto their platform with still some defense, but now we're in the final 30 seconds of this match. Teams want to be very careful now. Red Alliance is playing some defense. The Blue Alliance is trying to get raised up onto that platform, and they're trying to push their alliance partner, and they seem to be not far enough forward to get that platform leveled, but with some help from their alliance partner, they managed to get it free into a level position by knocking into place just in time for the end of the match, as 2 goals go up for the Red Alliance. So now we will return back over to the Dundalk field. So over here for match 31 on the Red Alliance, we have Team Area 53C and their partner 929V facing off against Area 53E and 1727D. So seems like our teams are ready. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Well, lots of energy over here. Our referees are ready. Let's start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. Blue Alliance manages to snag both of the yellow goals and doesn't quite manage to get a ring into their alliance goal. Meanwhile, Hereford High misses latching onto their alliance goal as well, while 53E goes ahead and spews a lot of rings out onto their goal as well. Autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance, and we're going to start a driver op in 3, 2, 1, go. 53 immediately going and grabbing the tall yellow goal, while Hereford goes and tries to play defense on 1727's as they're trying to go and grab that blue goal that they got, but 1727 manages to play some defense, knocks it out of their reach as Hereford also spits out a lot of rings over onto the blue side of the field. 53E has, on the other hand, has been steadily going through a collection of rings in the middle of the field, putting several of them up onto that goal that they have in their possession as they prep themselves to get up for a potential platform. Their counterpart on the Red Alliance, 53C, has also done the same, putting several rings up onto one of their goals. And they seem to be aiming to put that up onto their platform as well. Right now it's with 53E in the corner. It's currently a 2v1 between 1727 and the Red Alliance as they are trying to grab hold and regain control of their alliance goal. And they're trying. In the meantime, 53E has managed to go up and get both of their goals as well as their robot into a balanced position onto their platform. And we're in the final 15 seconds of this match. And not a lot of action, a lot of back and forth going on as these robots are talking back and forth, then moving back and forth over in this red corner of the field as we come to a conclusion of this match. And we're going to return back over to the Solars Point field. All right, as we can go ahead and introduce the teams in our next match. On the Red Alliance, we have the Green Machine 9080H teamed up with Loyola Robotics 7135W and their opponents 24K Supersonic Sparks and their partner Hereford Robotics 929R. How have the first couple of matches been treating you all? 1-1? As best as you can. Oh, I didn't realize that those were Among Us. Back in when I competed, we called robots like that BLTs. Brave Little Toasters. No device, all drivetrain, all spunk. right. So, with a few technicalities out of the way, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to start autonomous in 3. Oh. Ooh. Getting a rubber band just in place. There we go. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. A little bit of a misfire from 24K as Loyola manages to snag that tall yellow goal. No movement from their alliance partners. So this alliance period is going to go to the Red Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, immediately, Heifer going over and getting in the way of Loyola as 24K maneuvers their way over to one of the yellow goals and latches onto it, putting it over into the corner, while 9080H is also similarly going for one of the yellow goals. 24K going over, playing defense on the Red Alliance, while that aforementioned BLT in 29R, that little toaster bot, is doing its best to play defense on the Loyola Robotics, who seems to have been nearly tipped over, but have managed to successfully right themselves from a potential catastrophe situation. Meanwhile, over here at my feet, 98H is removing one of the Blue Alliance's goals from their side of the field. And Loyola Robotics seems to have be kiltering themselves backwards and forwards with the weight of these goals that they're carrying around. As we are approaching the final 30 seconds, we're at 34 at the time. 24K has 2 of those yellow goals. They're going to put one of them up onto their platform, but it is enough to level it. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance has stolen the other one over to their side of the field, while Loyola Robotics is able to mount their platform with 2 of the goals that they were put in possession of. As we're in the final 10 seconds of this match now. A little bit of a pushing back and forth as 929R wants to push the blue goal to their side of the field. And Loyola Robotics is trying to push that yellow goal to the other side. So these goals end up not being scored. So we're going to go return back over to the Dundalk field now. I'm over here now. No, I'm just going to introduce you guys. That was already addressed. They are not on the wrong feet because I can point this way with my right foot and this way with my left foot. So for match 32 on the Red Alliance, or no, not 32, 33, on the Red Alliance, we have 1727N Rex teamed up with 341A, the Iron Eagles, facing off against the Blue Alliance consisting of Boonsboro High School 9687C and their partner Full Metal Panthers 8612A. Safety glasses. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 1727, and not fast enough to grab that yellow goal as the Blue Alliance also tries to go for the tall goal, but manages to miss it. That yellow goal didn't quite make it far enough into the blue scoring zone, so autonomous is going to be a draw? Or, a tie, yeah. So with that being said, we're going to shift over to driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the Iron Eagles had a yellow goal slip out of their grasp thanks to the Blue Alliance, but they managed to try and wrestle with that tall goal as 1727N is pushing their goal over to their side of the field and getting now into the business of the Blue Alliance. That tall neutral goal serves as a major obstacle in the middle of the field. And with the way it's laying now, it's inadvertently protecting that one goal over in their corner, but the Blue Alliance manages to bring it back over to their side of the field. A 1727N is going and trying to grab one of those blue goals over in this near corner of the field. And the Iron Eagles are going for that yellow goal over on the far side in the blue corner. Managed to pick it up, but it seems like they've gotten momentarily trapped behind that tall goal as the Blue Alliance keeps on snaking over to the red side of the field and grabbing their goals. But Iron Eagles has managed to retrieve that red goal over this at 1727 and is spinning around in place. There's a lot of intense defense being played by the Blue Alliance as they keep on knocking into the Red Alliance robots as we're in the final 15 seconds of this match. With most of the goals over on the Blue Alliance side of the field. 341A is going for at least one balanced platform, but it does not. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance manages to balance trickily one of their robots at the very last second. All right, over here back on the Solars Point field for match, what is this, 34 now? For the Red Alliance, we have North High Hubs 9946B team and their partner, the Raging Bulls 929N, facing off against the Blue Alliance consisting of 2121-7A Mantis and their partner 5525A, the Patuxent Panthers. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Almost. There you go. All right, our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. 5525A manages to snag and drops a ring into one of the yellow goals. While Mantis nearly topples over, but manages to knock over that yellow goal as well. Hereford moves one of their goals. And autonomous bonus is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. The Red Alliance immediately grabs one of the yellow goals, as does the Blue Alliance, with the Patuxent Panthers putting that up into that hopper of theirs, and they're trying to prevent Hereford from grabbing that blue goal that they're trying to go for. Not Hereford, Hereford's over here. A lot of action going over here at my feet as both of the blue goals are over here on the red side of the field. But the Patuxent Panthers managed to snag one of them and put it into that hopper. They've now got two of the goals there as 929N is trying to not only push a goal, but also pull a goal up onto their platform, with all four robots in close contact in this corner of the field right now, with a lot of contestation and aggression over these goals. But the Panthers managed to take that yellow goal away, but Hereford manages to go up and balance with two of their goals at this point in time, leaving their alliance partner on the ground to go ahead and try to levy the odds in their favor as they try to remove that tall goal from the blue side of the field. Panthers are going for a climb themselves, delicately trying to line themselves up as they steadily make their way up. So they balance themselves with a little over 10 seconds to spare. And we're in the final few seconds of this match with only two goals remaining on the floor. And that brings us to the conclusion of match 34. We're going to return back over to the Dundalk field. All right, over here on the Dundalk field, on the Red Alliance, we have teams 1727C and 53A facing off against the Blue Alliances, 79666A and 7135C. All right, need to make sure to remind everyone to make sure that they have their safety glasses on. There we go. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to... Oh. And since we're addressing things on the field, I see a few rings over there that need to be turned. One more. Come on, Alex, do your job. Up. There we go. I think we're all ready now. Both alliances are ready. Our refs are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. 53A managing to grab one of the yellow goals and drops it almost onto their alliance partner, and also goes for the tall goal. And at this point, autonomous is going to go to the Red Alliance. We're going to start driver operated in 3, 2, 1, go. A lot of clicking coming from 1727C as they go and place one of the goals up onto their platform. Meanwhile, 53A picks up one of their goals, and it goes and goes around driving and putting rings on it. 7135C towing that tall neutral goal around as they also grab onto one of their goals and get set so that they can go ahead and start putting rings on that goal as well. So a lot of clicking coming over here from the Red Alliance. It is Rex team. Not a good sound that you want to be hearing. That means that gears are grinding against one another. They're trying to go and steal one of the Blue Alliance's goals with a bit of a miss at first as we're just under a minute left remaining in this match. 53A put a couple rings on that one as they have defense being played on them by their aggressors on the Blue Alliance. Now 1727C has managed to nestle that blue goal out from over by the blue platform, but managed to tilt it over. They're still having some trouble actually getting possession of it. As 53A takes the tall yellow goal, bringing it over to their side of the field. And 1727E trying to play defense. Their goal, one goal that they had up onto their platform manages to come down in the ensuing bumping from the Blue Alliance as we're in the final few seconds of this match. Blue Alliance is trying to put one goal up onto their platform, but can't seem to let it go as we come to this match's conclusion. And so we're going to let the refs tally that up and return back over to the Solars Point field. All right. For qualification match 36 on the Red Alliance, we have Team Area 53 teamed up with the Robotic Runners 987-19C. Facing off against them, we have Baltimore's Polytechnic Institute 1893A and their alliance partner, Calvert Hall's 5588E. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, a quick race for the yellow goal by my feet. That is won by the Red Alliance, and the Blue Alliance wins the race over on the far side of the field for this autonomous period, which I believe is just going to be a tie. So with no net gain here, we're going to go to the driver up period in 3, 2, 1, go. Excuse my loudness there, but immediately Calvert Hall picks up that goal that they nabbed during autonomous and tries to maneuver to that blue goal that's on their platform. 53B picks up the tall goal, placing it down in the corner on their side of the field as their alliance partner, the Robotic Runners, seem to be trying to maneuver around these rings so that they can pick up their red goal over on the far side of the field. Defense being played, and a game of tug-of-war has erupted between Area 53 and Polytechnic. Both of them have a strong grip on that yellow goal as they're trying to, Area 53 is trying to pull it away, but they don't seem to have the force to quite pull it, leaving their alliance partners to more or less mind their own business as Calvert Hall is just minding their own business, picking up that blue goal, and they'll probably do something with that soon, while the Robotic Runners are delicately handling that red goal that they have in their possession. Right now, this match still could go either way with just 3 goals on the red side of the field with 4 on the blue side of the field. We're now in the final 30 seconds of the match, and the Red Alliance manages to win possession of that goal. Blue Alliance puts 1 goal up onto their platform, followed up by a second one, as the Robot Runners seem to be trying to do the same as well. 53B trying to go around. They seem to be blocking each other's pathing and driving right now. The Blue Alliance is putting a 3rd goal up onto their platform as 53B puts a yellow goal up onto the platform with 1 second left and remaining, but it doesn't seem quite close enough. We'll let the refs decide this as we return back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're on the Dundalk field, and we're up to match 36 now. We are going to go to match 41 and then stop for lunch. So lunch will still start at noon, and we'll work on finishing that last match or 2. So over here on this field, we're at match 37. Looks like all the teams are just a final few things over here for the Rex team on the Blue Alliance. So we'll start on the Red Alliance. We have 5588T and 5839T. That's Calvert Hall and Eastern Tech. And over on the Blue Alliance, we have Delaney, the Z team. They're just doing a final quick connections there. And also over on the blue side, we have the Boonesboro High School team, 96807A. And they're ready, getting ready. Blue team, are you ready? Okay, we got thumbs up with blue team. Red team, are you ready? Red Alliance? All right. And we're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, looks like Rex moved that. We'll see where it stops there. Move the neutral goal possibly into their home zone. And here goes some autonomous. Oh, it got cut off though, but so it looks like blue wins autonomous. So we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. All right. Red Alliance is pulling in all those purple rings. They've got a few purple rings on that neutral goal, and they set it down near the red ramp. And they tipped over the big tree. Meanwhile, blue Rex in the corner, 17-27. They're working on picking up a blue goal. So there's two goals in possession for Blue Alliance. Red has one possession right now with filling it up with rings. Blue is doing a little defense, picking up some mobile goals, and there's 55 seconds left in the match. There's a big trap with 5 or 6 out of the 7 mobile goals over on the red side at the moment, but that quickly changes in this game this year with Tipping Point, and all of a sudden several goals are over in the neutral zone. Meanwhile, Eastern Tech D team just scored up on their platform, and there's the 30 seconds. And now they're going to work on balancing that out a little better with the neutral goal on the other side for Red. Blue, meanwhile, is having maybe a connection issue. They're having some trouble there, unfortunately, for the 9-6. For the Boonesboro High team there. All right, and there's the match. The referees will take a look. All right, we're going to jump right over to Solars.
All right, over here on the Solars Point field for qualification match 38. On the Red Alliance, we have Team 1727B Rex and their alliance partner 1893C Polytechnic Institute. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, I'm seeing double with teams 53D and 53E. Final few checks. All right. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Here we've got our refs. We're going to go ahead and start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. And a bit of contestation for this close mobile goal, but 53E manages to grab it, while 1893C manages to grab one as well, and 1727B scores a ring on the post. Autonomous is a tie with 1 ring apiece. We're going to move on to driver operated period in 3, 2, 1, go. And 7B immediately goes over and steals that goal that it lost out on during autonomous, while their alliance partner Poly goes ahead, tries to go for that tall goal, but 53E steals it instead, and 1727B steals one of the blue goals, in turn putting it over onto their side of the field. 53D, on the other hand, on the far side, has acquired possession of one of the red goals and seems to be trying to go for their other blue goal. While 1893 is going, has that yellow goal raised high to keep it out of reach of the Blue Alliance. 53E seems to be readying itself for maybe going onto the platform, as 53D is playing defense on 1893C. They manage to successfully grab back their red goal and immediately start putting rings up onto it, as does 1727B. Both of these robots are filling up their alliance goals with rings, which can give them a good advantage. Now approaching the final 30 seconds of this match, 1727B already going for the park and communicating with their team to potentially put more scores up, as 53E is also going up for the park with the tall goal and the neutral goal as well. We have about 20 seconds left in this match, and a lot of communication going on between the red teams, as they manage to carefully maneuver themselves and manage to get themselves balanced with 3 goals and a load of rings up onto that platform, competing against. Some of these rings are going to be touching robots, so we're going to leave the referees to count up which ones count and which ones don't. Back over to the Dundalk field.
All right, we're over here for match 39. On the Blue Alliance, we have a Loyola team, the Team W, and Hereford, the Team S. And then on the red side, Red Alliance, Robo Barons, and the Tech High Hunters. Tech High Hunters are from Washington County Technical High School, and the Robo Barons are Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Okay, Red Alliance, are you ready? Yeah! All right. All right, we're going to start Auton in 3, 2, 1. Some really quick Auton, grabbing out those goals that are up for grabs in the neutral zone. And red team brings one back. Blue team looks like they brought something. Let's see how it's scored. Tie. It's a tie. It's a tie there. So they each get a few little points there. And so now we're going to start driver in 3, 2, 1. So they're all starting off 0-0 or 3-3. And let's see where they end up in minute 45. So the red team has a big fork out there, or a spatula we call it some years. And then the Robo Barons, they've got 2 in possession. There goes the Robo Barons over, going into the blue side a little bit. So right now, remember with tipping point, things change very quickly. Right now we've got about 3 goals over on the blue side. A lot of frantic work on. Most robots have at least 1 goal in their possession, so anything can happen at this point with only 35 seconds left in the match, and they will have to see what they're going to do with all these goals in their possession. We've got 2 yellows over on the blue side, and blue just grabbed their goal, bringing it over, and they're quickly scored up top. Really good driving in the reverse. When you can drive backwards, it's a real advantage in this game. So we've got 2 for the blue on that side, and red is going to go and see what they can do now with 5 seconds left. And the time is up, but it looks pretty close. We'll have to see, and again, you can check VexVia. Can we put, hey Marty, can we display any scores up in between matches? I don't think we've been doing that at all. All right, there we go with a score from qualification match 38. And we can see that that was a really close game. And the Red Alliance won that one. Congratulations to them. And we'll shoot it right over to Patrick.
So over here for qualification match 40 on the Red Alliance, we have 97963A, the JC Patriots, and their alliance partner 41001M, the Mustangs. Facing off against them on the Blue Alliance, we have Delaney High School's 1727N Rex and their partner Hereford High School's 929V. So, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Not yet. They're ready now. All right, our referees are ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, JC Patriots managed to take one of the neutral goals, and 1727 takes one as well. 2 rings get scored for the Blue Alliance, and a few multiple rings get scored by the Red Alliance as well. All right, Thomas is going to the Red Alliance. We're going to start driver up in 3, 2. yeah. Okay. Misfire there, but I didn't. All right. In the meantime, 1727 has been going over it, or not 1727. JC Patriots have been going over it and getting much of the rings, as many of the rings as possible, up onto their goal. Meanwhile, on the opponent side of the field, the Blue Lions 1727 and has been putting a similar number of rings, just as many, up onto their goal as well. 929V seems to be prepping themselves to put themselves and a goal up onto the platform. Well, 1727N seems to be trying to get out of that corner, but seem to be blocked by their own, or by their opponents, 41,000 by the Merva Robotics. Meanwhile, JC Patriots have put more rings on another goal and are going to be tried to pick up another goal, but have accidentally dropped it, causing some of the rings to come off as a result. 1727 and putting more rings up onto that goal of theirs as they also jockey those into position as we're in the final couple seconds of this match. 1727 keeps on trying to put more and more rings on, but that one ring keeps on falling off, and we're in the final 5 seconds of this match. And as such, that brings us to the last match on this field before lunch. All right, for our last match before we break for lunch, on the Red Alliance, we have Loyal Robotics 7135C and 9080R, the Rebel, facing off against, on the Blue Alliance, 929 and the Raging Bulls, and Boonesboro's BHS 3, 96807C. So, for this last match before we go ahead and get some delicious food, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, we're going to go ahead and start autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go. All Right, Blue Alliance manages to take one of those yellow goals, and the Rebel manages to take another. Misses some rings, though. And Hereford manages to get a ring in, so Autonomous is going to go to the Blue Alliance. We're going to start the driver up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that tall yellow goal gets knocked over, and Hereford is going to go ahead and try to steal some of these goals back over to the blue side of the field, as well as play some defense and spreading a lot of these rings all over the place in front of those blue goals, which will make it a little bit more difficult to get up close enough to for these robots to actually grab onto them. Boonsboro going ahead and attempted to steal one of the red goals, but Loyola has managed to grab it back as they also get themselves pushed back over to their side of the field by the Rebel, who in turn have stolen one of the blue goals and are going to put it out of reach on top of the red platform. While Boonsboro is trying to fish out and manages to pull 2 yellow goals out from the red side of the field, and have managed to, through sheer force of will, manage to pull it out from underneath the red platform and over onto the blue side of the field. We're now in the final 30 seconds of this match, and there's a lot of some defense being played as the Blue Alliance is keeping these goals from being apprehended by the Red Alliance. Hereford has managed to go up and raise themselves up on the platform with one of their Alliance goals. So we're in the final couple seconds of this match. A bit of a pushing match as Loyola's trying to descore one of those goals. We'll see if it's breaking the plane in just a moment. All right, with that match being played, we are going to go on a lunch break and resume matches at 12:45. During lunchtime, we will also be running skills on the Sollers Point field and Dundalk field, both of them. We'll be running skills on both of the competition fields. So if you want to get your skills runs in, and the fields that have been used for skills are still full, we've got 2 more fields to run skills on.